Step-uncle dumped his twin boys at my apartment every night for 3 weeks, using fake emergencies as excuses, but when I called his wife to verify his stories about her sick mom, I discovered he was cheating, and now everyone blames me for ruining his marriage. Need to get this off my chest because my whole family is now at war, and apparently it's all my fault. I'm Paula28F, and I work as a freelance graphic designer from my apartment. I've lived alone since I graduated college 6 years ago, and I really value my independence and quiet time at home. My mom remarried when I was 19 to a man named Robert, 52M. Robert has a brother named Marv, 44M, who lives about 3 hours away with his wife Linda, 41F, and their twin boys Jake and Sam, both 7. I've only met Marv maybe 5 times at family gatherings over the past 9 years. We're polite to each other, but we're not close. He's technically my step-uncle, but honestly, he feels more like a distant relative I see at weddings. About 2 months ago, Marv got transferred to my city for a 6-month project with his company. Linda couldn't move with him right away because she had to finish out the school year at her teaching job and didn't want to disrupt the boys' education. So Marv moved into a furnished apartment by himself while his family stayed behind. The plan was for Linda and the boys to join him after school ended in May, but then Linda's mother got diagnosed with breast cancer and started chemotherapy. Linda decided to spend the summer helping her mom instead of moving here. This meant Marv would be alone in the city for his entire 6-month assignment. My mom asked me to help Marv get settled since I knew the area well. I took him grocery shopping, showed him the best coffee shops, and gave him restaurant recommendations. He seemed grateful for the help, and I was happy to do it. Family should help family, right? 3 weeks ago, Linda drove down with the boys for a long weekend visit. Marv asked if I wanted to meet them at a local park on Saturday. I went and spent about 2 hours with them. The boys were energetic and loud like most 7-year-olds. They kept asking me to push them on swings and play tag. Linda mostly sat on a bench scrolling her phone while Marv tried to manage both kids. After that weekend, Linda went back home with the boys. But something changed with Marv. He started texting me more often, asking about kid-friendly activities in the area. He wanted recommendations for playgrounds, museums, and restaurants that were good for children. I found this odd since he was living alone, but I figured maybe he was planning for future visits. Then last Monday evening around 6 p.m., Marv showed up at my apartment with both boys. He said Linda had driven down unexpectedly because her mom had a doctor's appointment the next day and Linda wanted to be there. He claimed he had an important client presentation to prepare for and asked if I could watch Jake and Sam for just a couple hours. I was confused about why Linda couldn't watch her own kids, but Marv explained that she was exhausted from dealing with her mom's illness and needed to rest. The boys were already in my living room playing with some toys Marv had brought. I didn't want to seem uncooperative, so I agreed to help out. Marv left and came back exactly 2 hours later. The boys had been well behaved. They watched